Good morning, children. We are now discussing the chapter Internet and Web Services. So, the next topic in this chapter to be discussed is chat. So, we are all familiar with the word what is called chat. So, chat is a text based communication that is either live or in real time. For example, when talking to someone in chat, any typed text is received by the other participant immediately. In contrast, other text based communications such as emails are modes of correspondence that are not real time. A chat room is an online site in which people can chat online, talk by broadcasting messages to people on the same site in real time. Sometimes these venues are moderated either by limiting who is allowed to speak or by having moderation volunteers. The menu watching for disruptive or otherwise undesirable behavior. So sometimes in group chats, there is a volunteer to check the disruptive or undesirable behavior of a particular person in that group. A chat refers to the process of communicating, interacting and exchanging messages over the internet. Chat system come in a variety of style ranging from text only messaging system to fully 3D environments. By far the most common form in recent times is instant messaging. They are MSN, AIM, ICQ. Some would argue that these are not truly chat rooms as these are characterized by being one-on-one conversation with people in users buddy list. So, chat rooms are often confused with discussion groups. Online forms, which are significantly different since they do not take place in real time and are usually run over the World Wide Web. Different types of chats. So there are different types of chats. They are instant messaging. Instant messaging or IM is a form of real-time communication between two or more people based on typed text. The text is conveyed via computers connected over a network such as internet. Next is internet relay chat. Internet relay chat is a form of instant communication over the internet. It is mainly designed for group, that is many to many communication in discussion forms called channels, but also allows one-to-one communication. Talkcity and many other chat sites use a protocol called internet relay chat. Next type of chat is web-based chat. So it is a real-time chat where users can chat in a particular website by using a browser. Next is mailing list. It contains each person's email address. It is an asynchronous type of chat. So there are 4 types of chat. They are instant messaging, internet relay chat, web-based chat and mailing list. Next topic is email. We are all familiar with email. The full form of email is electronic mail. So email is a way to send and receive messages across the internet. Email is mainly used for business communication and is inexpensive because it requires only internet connection. Email is a digital mechanism for exchanging messages through internet or intranet communication platform. So let us see what are the different features of email. It saves paper as there is no need to write emails on paper. People can type messages directly on the computer. Emails are delivered very fast over the network. Emails can be sent to more than one person at a time. Email cost less as people do not need to pay on every email. They only pay for internet connection. But in our postal mail, it has to be paid. For each mail we send, we have to pay for particular mail. Compared to that, our email is inexpensive. Then let us see how to create an email account. So there are various websites like Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, etc. provide the facility of creating an email account. Let us see how to create an email account in Gmail, Google Mail. So for that, open a web browser like Mozilla Firefox or Google Chrome. Then type the URL www.gmail.com in the address bar. The home page of the mail appears. Then click on the create account. Then it will look like this, create account. Then fill in the registration form and click on the next button. Verify your details, then your email account will be created and a welcome screen will appear. Sorry, here it is written deleted. Account will be created and the welcome screen will appear. So this is how you can create an email account. After creating an account, you can use that email account by only signing into that account. So you can sign into the email account by going into the web browser, then type in the address bar www.gmail.com in the web browser. Then enter the user ID and into the email box. Here you can see email box. Then enter email ID into the email box. Then enter your password into the password box. Then click on sign in button. The email account window of the Gmail will appear. Now after these procedures, we can sign into the Gmail account. Now, how can we send an email? To send an email, first sign in with your Gmail account. Then click on the compose button. You can see a compose button. When you open this, you can see a compose button. So click on the compose button on the left pane of the window for writing the message. On the left side you can see a compose button. Then a new message window will appear for writing a message. So when we click on that compose window, a new window will open. Compose button, a new window will open for writing the message. So enter the new message window, enter the details in the new message window. What all message we have to type, we have to enter in the new message window and then click on the send button. see a send button. Click on the send button, then your email will be sent. Now you can see in our email there are certain elements in the message window. In this window there are certain elements. So let us see what are the different elements of the message window. The elements of a new message window are, first one is to. This contains the email address of the user to whom you are sending the email. So when we open this message window, when the new message window opens, it contains an element called to. This to contains the email address of sender, user to whom you are sending the mail. To whom we are sending the mail, their email ID has to be entered in the text box, in the box before to. Next is CC. It stands for carbon copy. It enables you to send a copy of email to many recipients. All recipients are visible to all the other recipients. So you can see another button CC where you have to enter all the recipients who all should get this copy of this message, copy of this mail. It is called carbon copy because all the recipients can see that who all has received this same email. All the recipients are visible to each other. Then next one is BCC. BCC stands for blind carbon copy. This also enables you to send copy of email, but in this case recipients are not visible to anyone. No one can see who all got this mail. So it is called blind carbon copy or BCC. You can see below the CC there is another place, BCC. Next element is subject. Subject is the title of the email. Title of the email is entered in the subject box. So whenever we write a email, first you have to provide the subject for that email. Then only by looking into the subject, the receiver can easily identify what is the content of that email. So always you have to write a subject. User can easily identify what the email contains. Then next one is text area. This is the area where you write the message which is to be sent. So this is the text area where you write the message. Then next one, attachment. This allows you to attach file to the email you are about to send. So in an email we can attach files. That files can be attached with the help of attachment pin. Through that we can attach a file. Next, viewing emails. To view the emails, first sign in with your Gmail account. Then click on the inbox on the left pane of the window to view all the received messages. Various messages will appear in the right pane on any email. To read it, the message will be displayed. The mail that have bold title are called unread messages, and that have normal title are called read messages. So when you open your inbox, you can identify the unread messages and read messages. That is, unread messages will appear in bold font and red messages will be in normal font. Next is how to replying and forwarding email. So our email can be replied and forwarded. There are two buttons, reply and forwarded. Reply, an action is required to respond to the received email. By default, a reply goes only to the sender of a message. You can add more recipients if you want. When we get an email, we can reply to that email, give a reply to the sender by pressing the reply button. Then forward, this action is required to share the email with other users. So if we send an email that we got, then it is called forwarding. So when we share the email with others that we got is called forward. Then signing out from Gmail account. After we have done all these sending and receiving and viewing the mail, then we have to sign out. As we have signed in, likewise we have to sign out. Signing out from Gmail account. Click on the username, a drop down arrow on top right corner of the Gmail interface. Then you will see a sign out button. When you click on the sign out button, it will take you out from your account. Your account will be closed, signed out. So we have learned two topics, that are chat and email. So thank you children. Today's class is over.